It all starts on a quiet evening where you and I sit across from each other. The warm yellow glow of the desk lamp casts soft shadows on your face. Your eyes, filled with deep thought, glance toward me, hesitant, as if you're about to reveal something long buried. I can sense there's a secret you've been carrying, a truth you've avoided for too long. And I know, this journey of yours, it hasn't been easy. You've learned many lessons along the way. But there's one thing that keeps creeping into your mind, one thing you've struggled to accept, the unconditional sacrifice that you've made for someone else, for a man you loved. How many years have you spent giving so much of yourself, only to find that a part of you feels lost, even invisible? How many times have you put his needs ahead of yours, thinking that's what love is supposed to be? But let me ask you, what happens when you give so much of yourself that you forget who you really are? You've spent countless nights putting him first, neglecting your own well-being, and all in the name of love. But somewhere in the depths of your heart, you've started to realize love is not about losing yourself in someone else. True love, the kind that nurtures both partners, is about balance. It's about sharing the load, lifting each other up, without anyone feeling drained or invisible. You've given him your time, your energy, your affection, everything. But who is looking out for you? Why is it so easy to forget your own needs when you're wrapped up in someone else's desires? You've fallen into the trap, the belief that love means putting yourself last. But you don't have to live like this. I understand the temptation to give everything to make someone else happy. But the truth is, when you lose yourself in a relationship, you start to lose the very essence of who you are. You're not just a partner and individual, a person with dreams, desires and needs that are just as important as his. So let me remind you of something crucial. Self-care isn't selfish. Loving yourself first isn't a crime. And you deserve to be just as cherished as you cherish others. If you can't take care of yourself, how can you expect to give your best to him? If you don't prioritize your happiness, how will you ever find peace within your relationship? I know it's hard to accept that sometimes love means saying no when the other person asks for more than you can give. But love is about respect. It's about respecting yourself enough to know your limits, your worth. It's about standing up for your needs without feeling guilty or selfish. Think about it. You've been carrying the weight of this relationship for so long. How long can you keep that up before you break under the pressure? The truth is, relationships are meant to build you up, not drain you. So stop allowing yourself to disappear in the name of love. It's time to show yourself the love and care you've been showing him all these years. You are worth so much more than the sacrifice you've made. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll begin to heal, to rediscover the woman you truly are. The woman who is strong, independent, and deserving of love. Not just any love, but a love that values and cherishes her for who she is, not just for what she gives. Don't be afraid to take a step back and focus on yourself. You deserve that. You deserve to feel complete, whole, and worthy. It's time to love yourself just as much as you love him. This is the first step to reclaiming your power, to rewriting the story of your life. And trust me, once you start living for yourself first, you'll find that love, true love, will be stronger than ever. But it all starts with you. It starts by loving yourself the way you deserve. You've spent so much of your life trying to please others, trying to be the perfect partner, the perfect mother, the perfect friend. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what about me? Who am I when I take away all the roles I play for others? You see, for many women, especially as they get older, there's this belief that their worth is tied to their relationship, that if they aren't needed or loved by someone else, they've somehow failed. But let me tell you something, and I want you to listen closely. Your value is not defined by the love you give to others. It's defined by the love you have for yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that a relationship is everything, that if you're not with someone or if things aren't perfect, you've somehow missed the mark. But I want you to challenge that belief, because your worth doesn't come from the outside world. It comes from within. It comes from knowing your own strength, your own ability to love yourself and to find happiness without relying on someone else for it. For too long, you've placed all your eggs in one basket, believing that your happiness and fulfillment should come from the man you're with. But here's the truth. You don't need a man to complete you. You are already whole, already worthy, already complete. You've been whole all along. And when you start to embrace that, you'll see how empowering it is. I know it's hard. It's hard to break free from the societal pressure, from the belief that a woman's role is defined by her relationship status. But let's be real here. Your worth is not dictated by whether or not you're in a relationship. You are worthy of love, of success, and of happiness, no matter what stage of life you're in. And when you begin to realize this truth, that's when the magic happens. That's when you start to see yourself for who you truly are, without the lens of, I need someone else to make me feel whole, clouding your vision. You are enough, just as you are. And that realization will shift everything. Think about the times when you've sacrificed your own needs for the sake of someone else's happiness. How often have you neglected your own dreams, your own ambitions, because you were so focused on pleasing him? How many times have you ignored your own voice because you thought it didn't matter as much as his? It's time to change that. Your voice matters. Your dreams matter. And it's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to take time for yourself, to nurture your own passions, to explore what makes you feel alive. You don't have to hide who you are just to make someone else feel better about themselves. You are deserving of space, of time, of attention, of respect. You are not here to be an afterthought. You are here to thrive, live fully, to be the best version of yourself. Now, I know this might feel uncomfortable at first. It's difficult to unlearn years of putting others first. But let me reassure you, it's not selfish to prioritize yourself. It's necessary. If you want to be the best partner, the best mother, the best version of yourself, you need to first become the best version of you. That means nurturing your own happiness, your own health, your own spirit. So let's make this change together. Let's stop measuring our worth by what we give to others and start measuring it by what we give to ourselves. Let's begin to see ourselves as the incredible, strong, beautiful women we are, worthy of love and happiness, no matter what. Let's talk about change. The kind of change you've tried to make, the change you thought would make him love you more, but in reality, it's just made you lose pieces of yourself. How many times have you changed your style, your behavior, your attitude, all to fit what he wanted? How many times have you thought, if I just change this one thing, maybe then he'll see me differently? The truth is, no matter how hard you try, you can never truly be happy in a relationship where you're constantly changing to please someone else, because deep down, it's not the real you that he's falling for. It's a version of you that you created for him. That's a dangerous road to go down. Think about it for a moment. If he doesn't love you for who you are, then why are you trying so hard to change yourself for him? Why are you bending over backwards, hiding parts of yourself just to make someone else feel more comfortable? You deserve love, yes, but love for who you truly are. You deserve to be loved, not for what you can change, but for the woman you are at this very moment. Too many women fall into the trap of trying to mold themselves into someone they think their partner will like more. And while it may feel like a small adjustment at first, these little changes build up over time. Before you know it, you've lost pieces of yourself and you're left wondering who you really are. Here's the thing. Change for growth, change for yourself, but never change who you are at your core just to keep someone in your life. The right person will love you for everything that makes you unique. And if he doesn't, then maybe he's not the one who truly deserves you. Let's be honest, relationships should inspire you to become the best version of yourself. They should not demand you to become someone you're not. If your relationship feels like a constant struggle to change, if you feel like you're never quite enough as you are, then that's a major red flag. You don't have to lose yourself in the process of loving someone. Instead, love should help you find yourself, build upon what you already have. And if you're constantly changing for him, it's time to stop and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is this the relationship I deserve? It's tough, I know. You've probably spent years bending, compromising, giving parts of yourself away. But now it's time to stop. It's time to stand firm in who you are. It's time to be unapologetic about your needs, your wants, and your desires. Because the truth is, you are enough. You've always been enough, and no amount of change will make you any more worthy of love. You are worthy of love exactly as you are. So, stop trying to fit into someone else's mold. Stop sacrificing your true self for someone else's happiness. Embrace who you are. Love the woman you've become, and know that the right person will love you for it too. If they don't, then it's time to let them go. Because you deserve more than being someone's idea of perfection. You deserve to be loved for the incredible person you are, flaws and all. Remember, love starts with you, and until you love yourself fully, just as you are, no one else can truly love you either. So take a step back, breathe, and ask yourself, am I loving myself the way I deserve to be loved? Now let's talk about boundaries. The ones you've set and the ones you've let slip away, all in the name of love. How many times have you said yes when you really wanted to say no? How many times have you put his needs above your own, even when it drained you? You see, boundaries aren't just guidelines for other people. They're essential for you. They protect your time, your energy, and your mental well-being. But somewhere along the way, you might have forgotten how important your own limits are. You may have felt guilty setting them, afraid that he might think you're being selfish or distant, but the truth is, without boundaries, relationships become imbalanced and you start losing yourself in the process. I want you to stop and think for a moment. When was the last time you said no to something that wasn't right for you? When was the last time you stood up for yourself and said, I deserve better? It's time to reclaim your power, to draw those boundaries and make them non-negotiable. Boundaries are not about building walls. They are about creating space for mutual respect and understanding. They are the lines that help you protect your peace, your time, and your energy. And when you don't set them, when you allow others to take more than they give, you'll find yourself constantly feeling drained, empty, and resentful. But setting boundaries isn't just about saying no. It's about saying yes to yourself. It's about knowing when to promote well-being and taking a step back when you need to. It's about saying, I'm worthy of respect, I'm worthy of my time, and I deserve to feel valued. I know it's hard. I know you've probably been conditioned to put others first, to make sure everyone else is happy, even at the cost of your own happiness. But that kind of love isn't healthy. It's not sustainable, and it doesn't allow you to grow into the person you were meant to be. When you start setting boundaries, you'll notice a shift. You'll begin to feel more in control, more at peace. You'll find that your relationships become more balanced, more fulfilling. And most importantly, you'll realize that your needs matter just as much as his. So, stop apologizing for having boundaries. Stop feeling guilty for wanting to protect your time and your energy. Boundaries are an act of self-respect. And if he truly loves you, he will respect them too. Let's talk about the fear that often comes with setting boundaries. The fear of rejection, the fear that he might not understand, the fear that you'll push him away. But here's the thing. If someone truly loves you, they will respect your boundaries without question. If they don't, then that's not love, it's control. And you don't need that kind of love in your life. Boundaries are a form of self-love. And the more you practice them, the more you'll realize that they don't push people away. They attract the right people into your life, the ones who understand your worth, who value you, and who support you in all the ways that matter. So here's what I want you to do. Start setting those boundaries and don't look back. Say no when you need to, say yes when it aligns with your values, and protect your peace like it's the most precious thing you have, because it is. You deserve to have a life that is full of respect, love, and balance. And the only way to create that is by setting clear boundaries that protect who you are and what you need. It's time to stop apologizing for putting yourself first. It's time to start respecting yourself in a way that others will follow. You've come a long way, haven't you? From the first moments of questioning yourself to the realization that you deserve more than what you've been settling for. This journey of self-love and self-respect isn't always easy, but it is the most important journey you can take. And today I want to remind you of something incredibly powerful. You are enough. You are worthy of love, of respect, of happiness. Not because of what you can do for others, not because of how much you sacrifice for someone else's happiness, but because of who you are. You've spent too many years feeling like you had to earn love, that you had to give everything to be worthy of affection. But now, you understand that love is not something you have to prove. It's something you inherently deserve. It's time to stop the cycle of self-doubt, cycle of giving until you have nothing left to give. You've learned that love starts with you, and until you love yourself completely, until you value your own worth, no relationship can truly flourish in a healthy way. But here's where the real power lies. As you begin to set boundaries, to prioritize yourself, to recognize your own worth, you're opening the door to a life filled with authentic love. Not the kind of love that comes from compromise, from losing yourself to make someone else happy, but the kind of love that's rooted in respect, trust, and mutual growth. So what comes next for you? You've already taken the first steps, but now it's time to move forward, to continue this journey of self-discovery and to start building relationships that reflect your true value. You've set boundaries, you've recognized your worth. Now it's time to attract the kind of love that matches your energy, one that respects you, encourages you, and grows with you. But as we all know, relationships aren't always as simple as setting boundaries. There are other critical aspects to consider, like communication. How do we communicate in a way that deepens connection instead of creating distance? How do we maintain desire, keep that spark alive, even in long-term relationships? These are questions we'll explore in future videos, where we'll dive into the art of communication and the secret to sustaining a passionate and fulfilling relationship. So, are you ready to continue on this journey of self-improvement and relationship building? In the next videos, we'll uncover powerful techniques for effective communication, how to maintain that magnetic connection, and ways to keep the passion alive long after the honeymoon phase fades. But before we get there, I want you to pause and reflect on everything you've learned so far. You've made the decision to prioritize yourself. You've set your boundaries. You've started loving yourself. Now, take a deep breath and feel the power within you. You're on the right path, and the future is full of endless possibilities, both for your personal growth and for the kind of relationships you will create. Don't forget, this journey isn't just about finding love with others. It's about finding love within yourself first. And from that place of love, you'll attract everything you deserve. You are worthy of love. You are deserving of happiness. And now, it's time to go after it. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If you've enjoyed this video and found value in it, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on what's coming next. We're just getting started, and I'm so excited to continue exploring these essential relationship tools with you. Wishing you all the success on your journey to building a loving, healthy, and fulfilling relationship. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue to explore more of these life-changing strategies. Until then, take care of yourself, love yourself, and remember, you are enough. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you.